Dear one, right now, somewhere close, someone is holding your name in their heart and they are too afraid to say it out loud. They are not far from you. They are just standing on the edge of something so tender that it scares them. And today we are going to talk about why. Before we go any further, I want you to feel like this moment is just for you, because it is. So drop "I choose love" in the comments right now if you feel this message landing in your spirit. Let's begin this together. There is a love that lives in the quiet space between fear and destiny. It is soft, it is real, and it is closer than you think. If someone in your life has pulled back lately, if there has been a pause, a silence, a distance you did not expect, I want you to breathe. What you are about to hear may explain everything. That pulling away you have felt is not what it looks like. It is not rejection. It is reverence. There is a difference between someone walking away because they do not care and someone freezing because they care too much. This is the second one. This person is not confused about their feelings for you. They are overwhelmed by them. Let that settle for a moment. They think about you more than they let on. Your face shows up in their quiet thoughts. Your voice stays in their memory long after you have said goodbye. And more than once, they have asked themselves, quietly, why they cannot seem to let this feeling go. But here is what they have not said out loud. They are hesitating not because they do not want you, but because they are afraid of disappointing you. Afraid of your reaction, afraid of not measuring up to what they see in you. They have seen your strength. They have felt your warmth. They have noticed the light you carry, even in hard seasons. And that is exactly why they feel unsure. They wonder if they can rise to meet a love this real. They wonder if they are ready for something this deep. They wonder if you still feel the same way you once did. But something bigger than fear is moving now, and delay is not going to have the final word here. Think about someone you have been unsure of lately, someone whose silence has confused you. Hold that person gently in your mind as we continue, because this message may be speaking directly about them. Dear soul, pause for a moment. Welcome to the Angel's Message for You original channel. Please check the channel name carefully. It's Angel's Message for You. This is our only official channel. Beware of copycat and fake channels. Stay connected to the original source to receive authentic angel messages and true blessings. A very special thank you to dear Trianki Vander, Fern, Hazel, and Todd Miller for sowing your seed for Soulmate here through Ko-Fi link. Super thanks. May this seed return to you multiplied with soulmate blessings, divine protection, love, well-being, and abundance. May the angels guide and watch over you always. Thank you for your beautiful support. Blessings always. Let's know what angels want us to know. At night, this person lies awake and wonders, what if I open my heart and it is too late? What if they have already moved on? What if I say the wrong thing and lose them forever? Fear has been talking loud in their mind, but it will not get to keep talking much longer because clarity is coming, and it is about to interrupt the silence. They rehearse conversations with you that they never actually have. They write messages they never send. Their hesitation is not coldness. It is reverence. They see something rare in you, and they do not want to get it wrong. So they wait, and the waiting has slowly become a weight they can barely carry. There is an old truth that says love is not something to fear, because real love is steady, clear, and whole. That is the kind of love trying to reach you now, even if it is still finding its courage. This person is wrestling with what they feel and what they are afraid of. They wonder if you will still see them the same way, if you will forgive the space between what they felt and what they said. They admire your growth, your strength, your spark, and that admiration has made them careful, because deep down they keep asking, what if I am not enough for someone like this? Dear one, that thought is a lie, and it is starting to lose its grip. You were not placed in their heart by accident. You were not kept in their thoughts for no reason. This is not random. This is alignment. If you feel that truth landing somewhere real inside you, just let it settle. Let it be your quiet way of saying yes to what is unfolding. They are in love, but scared. They are certain, but unsure how to show it. They do not know how you will respond if they finally speak. But they will not stay quiet for much longer. Their heart is close to bursting, and their spirit is waking up to something they can no longer ignore. When they finally say what they have been holding back, it is going to change everything. Real love does not give up easily. It stays hopeful even when things are unclear. Keeps believing even in silence. That is the kind of love moving through this story. Quiet, steady, and about to become bold. They never expected to feel this deeply. They never expected to be this affected by one person. But you are the one, and somewhere inside they already know it. Let that truth settle into your spirit. Let it soften the parts of you that grew a little cold from waiting so long. They are coming not just to visit, not just to talk, but to choose, to commit, to walk forward with you into something bigger than either of you could plan on your own. This is your moment to prepare, gently and without rushing, because what is real is on its way, and it is about to be revealed. They have been quiet, but not because they stopped caring. Not because they forgot. Not because they moved on. They are still watching, still thinking about you, still whispering your name in their private moments when no one else can hear. Sometimes they look at your picture not to admire it, but to hold on to it, because something in them recognizes something sacred in you. This is not simple attraction. This is not ordinary longing. This feels older and deeper than that, like a familiarity that goes beyond this lifetime. When they look at you, they feel peace, but they also feel pressure. They wonder if they will be enough for someone like you. Old wounds whisper doubts. Past disappointments tell them to be careful, to hold back, to protect themselves. But their spirit keeps reaching toward you anyway. The struggle happening inside them is real, because they are not deciding with logic alone. They are healing while they decide, and that healing is happening even now, quietly, gently, in its own time. They have been praying in their own quiet way, even without perfect words. They are hesitating partly because of the weight of what they see in you, the presence you carry. And they wonder, am I strong enough to stand beside someone like this? Will they see me past my mistakes? The answer moving through the universe right now is yes. Yes, they can. Yes, they will. Yes, they are already becoming ready. Because real love was never meant to be fragile. It is steady. It has been tested. It was never a passing feeling. It was always something deeper finding its way home. So let every doubt begin to loosen its grip. Because everything that has felt uncertain has actually been quietly working towards something good. The space between you has never been empty. It has been building understanding. Pause for a moment and breathe that in. You are not too much for this person. You are not too intense, too deep, or too overwhelming. You are exactly what their heart has been quietly asking for. You do not need to shrink yourself for someone to feel comfortable choosing you. You do not need to become smaller to be accepted. The right person will love the real you, the deep you, the emotional you, the one who feels everything fully. And little by little, they are starting to see that, releasing old insecurities that once kept them stuck. If this part is touching something in you, pause for a second and place a hand over your heart. Let yourself feel it. You are not too much, not for a moment longer. They once believed you were too far ahead of them, too wise, too strong. But slowly they are realizing all of that is a gift, not a wall between you. Something is helping them stop comparing themselves to you and start growing alongside you. Because when two people are meant to walk together, life tends to prepare them both. You are not just someone to love, you are a safe place, and that safety is something they may have never truly had before. You do not have to perform to be loved. You do not have to shrink to be accepted. You do not have to sit in silence forever, because something is shifting now, and the hesitancy that has felt so heavy is beginning to soften into something more fearless. Fear has been loud, but love is quietly becoming louder. So if you have sensed this person thinking of you, you are not imagining it. You are not being dramatic. They are thinking about you, feeling moved by you, and preparing themselves for you, even in the silence. That silence was never punishment. It was simply a process, and that process is nearing its end. Soon they are going to reach out clearly and honestly, and they will finally explain what has been happening inside them. Until then, rest. Stay grounded. Stay hopeful, because what is coming is beautiful, and some quiet part of you already senses that it is real. They are noticing signs too, not just you. Repeating numbers. Familiar names showing up again and again. A pull they cannot explain but also cannot shake. They have looked up at the sky more than once and quietly asked for a sign, asked for clarity, asked to understand what they are feeling. That clarity is coming. Peace is coming. Their fear is slowly softening into faith, and their silence is close to breaking. If this message feels like it is confirming something you already sensed, let that recognition settle quietly in your spirit. You feel this moving in your own life too. They have stayed quiet because they wanted to be certain this was not just a passing feeling, certain it was not fantasy, certain this was truly meant to be. And now they are realizing how undeniable this connection actually is. The truth is becoming too clear to keep ignoring, and their courage is starting to return. You were never the one chasing here. You have always been the one worth choosing, even during the waiting. You are not simply an option among many. You are someone whose presence matters, and your season of waiting is beginning to shift into something new. The right timing has a way of arriving exactly when it is needed, never early, never late. Your person is trembling too, not from fear of you, but from the weight of real love, the kind they may never have felt before, the kind that makes someone willing to be brave. They are pacing through their thoughts, not because they are confused, but because they finally feel certain, and certainty can feel overwhelming at first. They never expected someone like you to come into their life. Their heart keeps imagining what it would feel like to finally say, "I love you, I choose you." And then, sometimes they freeze, wondering quietly if they measure up. Dear one, they are not hesitating because they do not care. They are hesitating because they care so deeply that it frightens them. They do not want to disappoint you. They do not want to damage something that feels sacred to them. But that fear is softening now because your love feels safe. Your love feels honest. Your love feels like something worth trusting. If you feel like this message is reaching your soul, let that be your quiet declaration. Love is on its way to your door. They remember your voice, the gentleness in the way you speak, the way your words linger long after a conversation ends. You never tried to win them over, but they could not stop falling anyway. You never chased, but your kindness kept calling them back. They are realizing now how rare you truly are, how steady your patience has been, how much grace you carry even when things were hard. And they do not want to lose the one person who has made them feel peaceful in a noisy world, truly seen without judgment. They have never been this honest, not even with themselves, but quietly, they have been reflecting more than usual. and your name keeps returning to their thoughts. Even when unsure what to hope for, they simply hope you are safe, and that they do not lose this chance by waiting too long. Dear soul, before we continue with today's angel message, I'd like to invite you into a small but meaningful act of faith for your soulmate journey. Love is one of heaven's greatest gifts, yet every precious connection can face moments of uncertainty, fear, or unseen negativity. If your heart feels led to place your soulmate connection into God's loving hands, you can sow your seed through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and the pinned comment. As you give, let your seed become a heartfelt intention of hope, inviting the angels to surround you and your soulmate with divine protection, healing, wisdom, and perfect timing. May your connection continue to grow under God's guidance, strengthened by love, peace, and His everlasting light. The Bible reminds us that every act of generous giving is an expression of faith. Proverbs 11 verse 25 says, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." And Acts 20 verse 35 reminds us, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." When we give with a joyful heart, we honor God and place our trust in His perfect plan. If you feel called to sow this seed today, thank you from the bottom of my heart. May God bless your generosity, strengthen your soulmate bond, and fill your life with love, favor, and heavenly peace. Now, let's continue with today's angel message. Dear one, they are trembling with a kind of love they are still learning how to hold, learning that love was never about being perfect, only about being willing to show up honestly. They are close to that surrender now, and when it happens, you may see a side of them even they have never shown before. They have been watching your light quietly, and it is healing something in them, even while it feels a little frightening. They have never known someone who speaks truth so gently, who carries both strength and softness at once. They are not hesitating because you are too much. They are hesitating because you feel like everything they have been hoping for. They keep rewriting the words they want to say to you because they do not want to offer you half of themselves. You deserve their whole heart, not almost, not someday. And something inside them is quietly rising to meet that truth. There is a kind of trust in the universe that says when you ask sincerely for clarity, it finds its way to you eventually, even in ways you do not expect. They have been asking quietly, and the answer showing up again and again is you. If this is stirring something in your heart, let that stirring be your own quiet agreement with what is unfolding. The timing is perfect. They have sensed you praying for them, even without knowing the details. Something in their spirit noticed your hope, your patience, your quiet belief that things would work out. That awareness moved something in them. The fear, the pride, the old hurt, all of it is beginning to loosen. They once believed they had plenty of time, but now they feel a gentle urgency. Not the kind that rushes carelessly, but the kind that wakes someone up. They are starting to understand that if they do not step forward now, they may lose something rare, something that was never only about romance, but also about partnership, purpose, and a shared path forward. You are part of their growth, not simply their comfort, and that is exactly why this has felt like such an internal struggle for them. Real change tends to stir up resistance first. They speak your name slowly in their private thoughts, like it carries weight, because it does. To them, your name has become something more than a name. It feels like a small piece of peace, a quiet echo of hope. They are in love with you, but hesitant, because of your strength, your voice, and how deeply grounded you seem. They wonder if they are ready, not to be loved, but to be truly seen and known that closely. You are not ordinary to them, and that is exactly what makes them pause, because they have never experienced love that felt this real before. Something deep inside them is being softened right now, breaking down old fear, releasing old pride, melting away buried guilt. This person has been quietly carrying the weight of their own hesitation, the memory of chances they did not take, the fear of losing you completely. But that is not how this story ends. Not if you keep believing gently, without forcing anything. If this feels true for you, let it be your own quiet declaration. You will not miss what is meant for you. They want to come to you whole, not flawless, but whole. They want to build something with you, but they also want to feel worthy of it. This is not only about love. It is about growth, about surrender, about becoming a steadier version of themselves. They are hesitating partly because your presence stirs something in them, gently pulling old shadows into the light. And they know that real love is not only comfort and ease, it is also growth. And sometimes growth feels a little uncomfortable before it feels good. They saw you, not the surface version everyone else sees, but the deeper version, the one underneath the smile that sometimes hides how tired you feel. And it moved them. They noticed that you love without pretending, that you offer grace even when it is not returned, that you carry something steady beneath the surface. That is when it hit them that you might be an answer they were not sure they deserved. For a moment, they did not feel ready enough or worthy enough. But something gentle inside them kept reminding them that love was never really about being perfectly ready. It is about being willing to try anyway. And they are slowly becoming willing to face their fear, willing to risk being vulnerable, willing to quietly ask for the courage to move forward. The truth is, they are not afraid of your flaws. They are afraid of your honesty because honesty brings everything into the light, and light can feel exposing at first, even when it eventually brings healing. So now they are reflecting, thinking, quietly asking themselves what they need to release in order to step into a love this real. Because the closer they get to something true, the harder it becomes to settle for anything less. There is a kind of light in you that is helping wake something up in them, some hidden boldness, some quiet desire to become more than they thought they could be, to become a true partner, not just someone passing through. They almost turned away, not because of you, but because this love feels different from anything they have known, less shallow, more grounded, more meaningful. And meaningful love tends to ask more of us. That is what unsettled them at first. Not you, but what fully choosing you would require of them. And still, their heart keeps returning to you, again and again, because somewhere inside, they sense that you are worth the effort. If you feel this is speaking to you, tap into that feeling and simply sit with it. You are ready for love that feels real. They are in love with who you are, not just what you do for them. And even though your strength can feel intimidating at times, it also inspires them to grow. They have quietly hoped, if this is truly my person, please give me the courage to pursue this the right way. And that quiet hope has been slowly answered, even in the stillness, even when nothing on the surface seemed to be moving. Meaningful change often begins quietly, underground, before it becomes visible. What has been growing privately is close to becoming something visible. They tried to move on from this feeling, but it kept finding its way back. Your memory has not faded. It has only grown clearer. The silence has never really been peace. It has been a kind of pressure building toward something. They tried to release this connection, but some part of them never let go. Their spirit keeps holding on to you. Something is waking them up now. They are realizing you were never a passing moment. You were a meaningful presence, a source of clarity, an answer they were not fully ready for at first. And now they are quietly wondering if there is still room for a second chance. And the answer moving through this moment is yes. They once spoke against the very thing they had hoped for. They pulled away from what they had asked to receive. They were afraid of being truly loved. And when they met you, they realized how unprepared they were for something this genuine. You did not play games. You did not compete for attention. You simply carried presence, purpose, and peace. And that steadiness is exactly what moved something in them, because they were not sure they were ready for someone that grounded. So they stepped back or thought they had. But your presence stayed with them anyway. Your voice echoed in their memory. Your kindness stayed with them longer than they expected. And your absence eventually felt heavier than your presence ever did. They are realizing the truth now. It was always you. No matter the timing, no matter the space between you, no matter what they told themselves to make peace with distance, it was always you. And now, quietly, they are preparing something meaningful, something that might surprise you, something only time will fully reveal. They are not returning with confusion. They are returning with intention, with a plan, with something real to offer. If you feel this speaking to your future, let this be a small marker of your own faith. Something good is still unfolding. There will likely be a moment, a message, an unexpected encounter, and your spirit will recognize it when it happens. You will not feel confused. You will not feel afraid. You will feel a steady sense of peace, and that peace will be your confirmation. They are not coming back to waste your time or test your patience. They are coming to choose you honestly, to ask for something meaningful, to ask for you. They are counting the quiet cost of distance now. Every day without you has started to feel heavier. Life feels quieter without your presence in it. They have tried filling that quiet with distractions, but nothing replaces the calm you brought, the joy you stirred, or the sense of possibility you carried with you. They remember the way you spoke encouragement into hard moments, the way you gave without expecting anything back, the way you noticed their spirit instead of just their surface. And it changed something in them because they never expected to be loved that consistently, that gently, that honestly. Now they are quietly asking themselves whether they still have a place in your life, whether there is still room for them in your story. And something deep and steady keeps answering gently, go toward them. They still carry the door open, even if it has felt closed at times. That door has not shut. Pause for a moment and quietly affirm this for yourself. The door for real love is still open. Let it settle. They are not afraid of love itself. They are afraid of what your love reveals. The tender places, the doubts, old wounds they have carried quietly. Your presence has a way of reflecting back the parts of themselves they have kept hidden. But that is not something to fear. It is something that leads to healing. Because you did not come into their life to expose them, but to help them feel safe enough to grow. To be the kind of presence that says, I see all of it, and I am still here. They were used to people pulling away when they showed vulnerability. But you did not. You stayed steady. And now they are slowly beginning to believe that maybe they are lovable exactly as they are, worthy of the kind of love they see reflected in your eyes. Courage is returning to them now, gently but surely. Old fear is losing its grip because their feelings for you have grown louder than their hesitation. So please do not give up now. Do not close this door. This chapter is not the end. It is simply the turning point, the quiet beginning of something new. If you are ready for the next step in this journey, let your faith speak louder than your fear. You receive this kind of love. They have been imagining the moment they finally stop hesitating, the moment they look you in the eyes and say, I am not running anymore. I choose you. I have always chosen you. But before that, they need to feel safe. They need reassurance that you will not change your mind. They need to know you are still open, still hopeful, still holding space for what is unfolding. Anything good that begins tends to keep growing until it reaches its full shape. This connection has been a meaningful one, and it is not finished. It is simply maturing, being refined by time, becoming strong enough to hold something lasting. They are learning that not every love comes easily, that some love is worth the effort of unlearning old fear and healing old wounds. And you are the person who inspired them to want that growth, not to impress you, but to genuinely become ready for you. They understand now how much it would cost to lose you, and that is not something they are willing to risk again. So they are moving carefully, reflecting deeply, choosing differently than before. They understand this is not something to take lightly. They know your heart deserves care, and they are finally ready to honor that. So why did they hesitate in the first place? Because they saw your strength, your clarity, your inner steadiness, and they wondered whether they could meet you there. Someone still healing, still learning, still building trust in themselves. But that fear is softening now, gently, quietly, because some connections were simply meant to find their way to each other eventually, even if the timing needed to catch up first. Now, dear one, stay steady, stay open, stay soft in spirit, because what they feel for you is real, and it is not fading, it is deepening. It is expanding. It is becoming bold. Soon, they will reach out, not with confusion this time, but with clarity, with intention, with something your heart may have already sensed was coming. Before we go further, quietly affirm this to yourself. I will not miss what is meant for me. Let fear soften into hope, and let your story feel safe in this moment. They were afraid you would see their flaws, their fears, their family history, the private parts of themselves they rarely show anyone. Because to them, you feel like light, like peace, like something they never quite believed they deserved. That is part of why they hesitated. Not because they did not want you, but because they feared you might walk away once you knew everything about them. They have quietly wondered whether someone as grounded and whole as you could still love someone who is still healing. And somewhere deep inside, the answer that keeps returning is yes. Because real connection is not only about matching strengths, it is about matching purpose. It brings healed places together with places still healing, so both can grow. You may not have realized it, but your presence has already been part of their healing. They noticed how you forgive. They noticed how you stand tall even after disappointment. They noticed your grace, even toward people who did not deserve it. And that is when they understood you were more than someone to admire. You were someone who reflected something deeper, a kind of mercy in human form. So they grew quiet, not to forget you, but to grow into someone ready to keep you. They did not want to build something shaky. They wanted it steady, meaningful, safe. Because love is not only words, it carries weight, and they want to be able to carry that weight with care. There is an old piece of wisdom that says to hold on to love and honesty like they matter, because they do, and doing so tends to bring a kind of quiet favor into your life. This person wants a love that lasts, something worth building carefully. So they have been working on themselves quietly, releasing old habits, softening their ego, becoming someone closer to who they believe you deserve. But here is the truth. You are not asking for their perfection. You are asking for their honesty, their effort, their presence. And slowly, they are starting to believe that maybe you could accept the real version of them, not the filtered one. So they are getting ready to be honest, to reach out, to come forward. But first, this season is gently preparing you to recognize the moment when it comes, to respond with grace, to notice the quiet growth that has been happening behind the scenes, not only the waiting. You are still someone worth waiting for, and they are still quietly, wholly, in love with you. But now they are getting ready to finally show it. Dear soul, Sometimes your soulmate can deeply love you and still hesitate. Not because the love isn't real, but because past wounds, fear, or painful experiences may still be asking to be healed. Before we continue, if your heart feels connected to this message, you can sow a seed for your soulmate through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. The link is in the video description and pinned comment. Let this seed be a heartfelt prayer for healing, for your soulmate to release old fears, for your heart to remain peaceful, and for both of you to be prepared for a love built on trust, understanding, and faith. You don't sow a seed to force a reunion. You sow it as an expression of hope, prayer, and trust in God's timing. If you feel led to do so, thank you from my heart. May God bring healing where there has been pain, peace where there has been uncertainty, and guide your soulmate journey according to His perfect plan. Let's continue with divine message. Before we move into the part where they finally decide, pause and quietly affirm this. I am ready to be loved honestly. Feel that truth settle in your spirit. They cannot keep this feeling quiet much longer. Not after everything they have realized. Not after everything that has become clear to them. They tried to talk themselves out of it. They tried to reason with their own heart. They tried to act like it was not serious. But every time they had a quiet moment, your name would return to their thoughts. They asked themselves why this person, and somewhere deep inside, the answer was simply because this connection was meant to happen. And when that truth settled in, something in them shifted. The hesitation began to lift. The fear began to fade, because their feelings had grown stronger than their doubt. Their longing had grown louder than their delay. They stopped asking why me and slowly started thinking, let this be real. They began imagining you in their life not as a fantasy, but as an actual future, a real and living one. Saying your name quietly to themselves brought a kind of peace they were not expecting. They imagined standing beside you through hard seasons, not running from your intensity, but embracing it, standing with you, supporting you. Because real love is not intimidated by depth, it protects it, honors it, cherishes it. There is comfort in knowing that real, mature love tends to soften fear rather than feed it. And that is exactly what is happening here. Old hesitation is being replaced with clarity, with steadiness, with quiet certainty. They are in love with you, and this time, they are not planning to walk away, not from your truth, not from your strength, not from your scars, not from your softness. They are ready to embrace all of it because they finally understand that you were never too much. You are exactly the kind of love they needed. They do not want anyone else to know your laugh the way they do, your loyalty, your late-night thoughts. They want to be the one who gets to understand your heart, who helps carry your worries, who protects your dreams. They are still a little nervous, yes, but they keep moving forward anyway, because something inside them keeps gently pulling them toward you. You have shown patience. You have shown grace. You stayed hopeful when it would have been easier to give up. There is wisdom in the idea that staying consistent in doing what is good eventually brings a kind of harvest, if you do not lose heart along the way. What is moving toward you now is not only a feeling, it is a person, someone real, someone growing, someone honest, someone meant for this chapter of your life. This is more than romance. It is healing. It is a kind of quiet reward for the patience you have carried. They want to sit across from you, look into your eyes, and simply say, I am sorry it took this long, but I am here now, and I am not leaving. Can your heart hold that kind of love? Because it is on its way, and it is honest, and it is meant for you. If you feel ready, let this be your own quiet declaration. I am open to real love. They have already decided in their heart. Now they are preparing to show it, openly, honestly, without hiding. Because real love does not stay in the shadows for long. It shows up, speaks, commits. They want the people around them to know they have chosen you, that you are the one their heart keeps returning to. They are rehearsing how they will say it. When they will say it, imagining the moment they take your hand and say, "I want you, I choose you, I am ready." And it will not only be words, it will be action. It will be follow-through. It will be presence. It will be protection. They are not searching for someone perfect. They are searching for someone with purpose, and they see that clearly in you. They used to feel afraid of this connection, but now they are more afraid of losing it. They used to hesitate, but now they are moving quickly to catch up to what their heart already knew. Their hopes have shifted. Their private reflections have changed, because their heart cannot deny this any longer. You are the one. You were never asking for too much. You were simply asking for something honest, and now it is arriving with clarity, with sincerity, with follow-through. They want to stand beside you not only in the easy moments, but in the hard ones too. They want to be able to say, even on your hardest day, choosing you is still the best decision I have made. There is a quiet kind of wisdom that says finding someone who truly understands you is a rare and meaningful gift, and they have realized that you are exactly that kind of gift in their life. They notice the way you hold space for others, the way you show up even while tired, the way you feel things so deeply and still keep going. You have carried so much quietly. Now someone wants to help carry you. You stayed loyal even in lonely seasons. You kept believing even when it felt uncertain. You held on to hope even when it seemed unlikely. That has not gone unnoticed, and it has not been forgotten. This is the season where uncertainty begins to settle, where clarity finally speaks, where quiet love becomes something visible. No more guessing, no more confusion, no more hiding. This is love that shows up with evidence, love that leads somewhere real, love that stands on honesty, love that moves toward commitment. If you are ready for that kind of love, let yourself receive it fully. A love that is not afraid of you is exactly what is arriving. A love that is not afraid of your past, not intimidated by your future, not unsettled by your strength or your softness or your depth. They are falling for the real you, not a filtered version, not an edited version, not the version you had to become just to get through hard times, but the version that has been you all along. They want to build a life with you, grow with you, dream with you, and walk beside you fully. So release the old story that told you that you were too broken, too much, or too late. You are simply right on time for a kind of love that will not require constant explaining, because it already understands you. There is comfort in the belief that everything, even the hard and confusing seasons, tends to work together for something good when you keep choosing growth and connection. This love is part of that unfolding, quietly working itself into place, even in moments you could not fully see it. They are being prepared. So are you. And the moment where everything becomes clear is closer than you think. You are not simply watching this message by chance. You found it at the right time for a reason. Take a slow breath and let that settle in your spirit. If this message reached you exactly when you needed it, take a moment to notice that, to feel it, to hold it gently. This is a season where old silence begins to end, where honest love finally becomes visible, where two hearts stop hesitating and start choosing each other fully. If any part of this message felt like it was written for you, let it be a quiet reminder that you are not forgotten, you are not too much, and you are not too late. Something real is on its way to you in its own timing, in its own way. Take one more slow breath with me now. Whatever you have been waiting for is closer than the silence has made it feel. You do not have to force it. You do not have to chase it. You simply have to stay open, stay soft, and trust the timing of your own life. Dear one, thank you for being here for this message. If it touched something in you, simply let it rest in your spirit and carry this quiet hope with you into the rest of your day. Dear beautiful soul, this angel's message for you channel is a sacred spiritual home created for faith, healing, and divine guidance. A place where hearts awaken and lives are gently transformed through divine messages. We warmly invite you to subscribe and stay connected, because the divine is always preparing something greater for your journey, something you are meant to receive in divine timing. If you feel moved to support this mission, you can sow your seed here for your soulmate blessings and divine love fulfillment. Your contribution is not just support. It is an energetic agreement with love, healing, and divine alignment in your own life. When you give with intention, it opens doors. Love flows more freely, happiness expands, and abundance multiplies in unexpected ways. Many believe that giving in faith activates a return of peace, joy, and emotional fulfillment in relationships and life. Whether it is $11, $22, $33, or $55, your generosity helps us continue spreading these divine messages of hope, healing, and soulmate guidance across the world. Every seed sown into this mission helps hearts heal, faith return, and souls reconnect with love. This is more than a channel. It is a movement of light, unity, and divine timing. Your support allows this sacred work to grow, touching lives that are searching for answers, comfort, and spiritual direction. We are all connected in this journey, and together we rise as one community under divine love. Let us open our hearts to the abundance that is already on its way. Amen.